Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Kringle Candle Reserve Minty Melon. Full disclosure, before I get into this review, this candle was sent to me in PR by Kringle Candle. I always want to thank them very much for sending them any candle to me. To be honest, this was part of 4 candles in their most recent reserve collection that they did send to me. However, you guys, I am always honest with you guys. I let you know how a candle performs for me. In my space, I do have in the description box down below the square footage of my home, overall kind of like, layout, whether it's open concept, closed concept, age of my home, environmental factors. So if you're new to my channel and not familiar with that, I would encourage you to go ahead and check that out. But yeah, I will give you my thoughts on what my nose is smelling and, like I said, how the candle is performing in my space. So Minty Melon is one of their 2-wick 100% white soy wax candles. 22 ounces. Did I say that? I can't remember, you guys. My brain is a little bit all over the place here as we are ending the week. But yeah, we've got a beautiful label here, right, of some like watermelons, but then there's also a little bit of mint in there. And so you're probably thinking, what is this fragrance going to smell like? So we have top notes: melon, citrus; mid notes: mint leaf, herbal; base notes: sweet and musk. This specific candle has a pour date of February 5th, 2025. Okay, so my nose on this candle, I will tell you, on cold sniff, when I did like the initial impressions, like kind of like what my cold sniff impressions were of the new reserve lineup, this candle was actually my favorite on cold. I really, really liked it. The watermelon note is definitely the most dominant, I would say. The watermelon note in this candle is very similar to, if you like the fragrance from Country Candle, the Watermelon Pops, it is the same watermelon accord. Definitely. The thing that sets this candle apart from Watermelon Pops, that fragrance to me is a little bit, it's a little bit more sugary because it's supposed to emulate like a popsicle. There's a little bit more sugariness to it that would be kind of in that vein of like Jolly Rancher watermelon. This to me, I definitely get a little bit more of a green note with this melon. It's definitely watermelon. My nose does not detect, unlike the melon medley candle that I did a little bit earlier this week, where I told you that they listed watermelon, but my nose was picking up on like some honeydew and cantaloupe in that. I will tell you that I don't pick up any other melon notes in this candle. It's definitely watermelon, but there is a green note. And I will tell you, the mid notes there are mint leaf and herbal. And as this candle burns, I will tell you, the funny thing about this candle is that I would say like the first half hour of this burn, my nose pretty much only picks up the watermelon note. But as this candle burns a little bit longer, which would make sense with this being a mid note, I do start to smell a little bit more of that mintiness and kind of like a green herbaceous note in there. I'm going to tell you, to be really honest with you, I don't love it. I like the candle, but it's funny. This is one of those fragrances like the longer that I burn it, the more I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like that green note in there. There's something about it that is hitting my nose just a little bit funny. So I don't know, you guys. I don't hate this candle. Definitely not. It's not like a candle that I'm like, oh, it's awful. The saving grace, I feel like, for this one for me is the watermelon note, because I do think that the watermelon note is done very, very well. It's not overly candied, but it is still a sweet watermelon. You get a little bit of that green rind in there. It smells like a very juicy watermelon that's got a little bit of sugar in there, even though, like, well, it says base note of sweet and musk. I don't really get anything musky from it, but maybe like the citrus accords and whatever they're using as a base note to just say sweet. It's definitely like a sweet watermelon, but again, it doesn't fully cross over into that like Jolly Rancher watermelon. It doesn't smell overly artificial. It's very, very well done watermelon scent, but I think it's the mint note in here that, like, it's that minty green note that, again, the longer that it burns, I don't I don't know if it's just my home that, like, it's hitting my nose a little bit strange. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't hate it, but I think one of the things that I'm struggling with is that I don't know what else to pair this candle with in my collection right now. And maybe that's also what's kind of like giving me a little bit of pause is because now I am done with the Melon Medley candle. You'll see that in my empties video when I do that in mid-May. So I don't really know what to burn with this candle right now. Initially, I thought the yuzu and sage, but I tried that combo, you guys, and I actually really didn't like it. Again, it was the herbaceous notes kind of clashing with each other to my nose. So yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment box down below. What are you burning with this candle? Because that minty note, and I don't even really think it's the mint. I think it's whatever they're saying is herbal in here. I do smell it while it is burning. And again, it's still not the most dominant fragrance. I would say that this candle is still probably like a 70% watermelon note and 30% of that like minty herbal. But it's just enough that I'm kind of like, I don't really know what to think about this. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it around here. You can see we've got nice flames going on here. I will go ahead and lift up the camera so you can get a little bit of like an overhead shot. Not an aggressive burning candle. The flames are just perfect on this. No puffs of soot. This candle I am able to burn for very long periods of time without any issues. So that is always a good thing. Strength and throw on this one is so interesting. You know, the first burn that I did of this candle, I had told you guys that I had it lit in my bedroom and I went somewhere. I had somebody home, but when I returned home, I could actually smell the candle out in the garage. I was like, wow, that candle is really, really throwing. Funny enough, then I felt like the second and third burns, it wasn't as strong as that first burn. Like when I put it out in the open concept, I thought, oh, okay, it's going to be a great like performer out there. However, I don't know if it was just those second and third burns because then when I lit it on the fourth burn and successively since then, when I light it, I would say within 15 minutes, I'm starting to smell it throw and it throws pretty well. I'm going to give it a solid 8.5. Strength of the candle is also somewhere between a 7 and an 8 for me. It's right at the sweet spot. It's definitely right where I would like it to be. And the other thing that's kind of funny too is I feel like that minty note, that herbal note that I'm not loving as much, I didn't really smell it on the first burn, but I am smelling it more and more as I get through more burns of this candle. So I do wonder, you know, I don't know. I wonder about that. So anyways, you guys, this fragrance is not going to be one that I need a backup of. I would still say that of the watermelon fragrances that I've tried from KRINGLE, I still probably enjoy watermelon pops the most when it comes to a watermelon fragrance. But that is in the country candle line. This is not a bad fragrance. It's just not one that I think I love inside of my house. I could actually see myself maybe, I don't know if I will declutter this fragrance. Like if somebody else comes along and they really, really love it, I could see myself passing it along. The other way that I could see myself using this candle is oddly enough, like if we're hosting a barbecue or hosting a get together, burning it back here on my back porch as kind of like a fragrance, you know, kind of for people to enjoy because it would go really well with like, if you have, like I do, a covered patio, and you have like a little eating area. It is a nice fragrance, but again, it's just not going to be backup worthy for me. So far, I will be doing a review on the last reserve candle. If you caught my declutter video the other day, you guys saw that there was a candle that was on the chopping block from this most recent reserve collection. And I will have a review of that candle up for you guys next week. But yeah, this one is not going to be a backup worthy one for me. A little bit of a spoiler alert, I have actually already repurchased a candle from this reserve collection, and you will see it in my May KRINGLE haul, and it might surprise some of you guys which one I decided to go with. So anyways, you guys, let me know in the comment box down below if you have purchased this candle, what your burn experience has been with this. This candle does retail for $34. I do have a discount code with KRINGLE. It is an affiliate code eligible for commission, so please only use it if you're comfortable. But Katie15 will save you an additional 15% off of your purchase at KRINGLE Candle. As of the time that I'm filming this, they are still running their Mother's Day BOGO sale. The discount code won't apply to those items, but if you're throwing in this candle or any other reserves or four wicks or any other items that are not on sale, then you the Katie15 should take 15% off of that purchase. While we are talking about the BOGO sale, I did just want to let you guys know I posted about it on my Instagram and also in the KRINGLE Facebook group. But one of my all-time favorite fragrances it's a fall fragrance. It was previously not showing up on the website. It was only in like a daylight. But I was notified just yesterday that it is back in stock, and that is the fragrance Autumn Amber. So if you are like me and you're participating in the BOGO sale, again, you guys will see my BOGO haul within the next couple of weeks once my orders all get in. You will see that I chose to get another backup of the fragrance Autumn Amber. If you are somebody who loves Bath and Body Works Autumn, which they did not bring back last year, I'm telling you, get your hands on that Autumn Amber. Nobody talks about it. It is a very, very close fragrance to Bath and Body Works Autumn. I love pairing it with the fragrance Leaf Peeper. So I know we're not even actually officially into summer yet. But if you are like me and you're always kind of thinking down the road, maybe getting some backups of some fragrances that you're going to want in the next season, definitely make sure you get your hands on that one. So I did want to let you guys know that it is back in stock. Yay! So, all right, you guys, please hit thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. Stay tuned. This weekend, I'm going to be sharing with you 20 of my untouchable fragrances. They are the candles that I love the most for the spring and summer. So if you don't want to miss out on that, again, make sure you're subscribed. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.